Typically, when I'm getting ready to interview somebody during this time of developing a baby YouTube channel, it's not a baby YouTube channel anymore. It's starting to become a little boy channel. I find a coffee place or somewhere cool where I can hang out. Today, I found a little place called Collective Good because it's close by where I'm planning to interview somebody that I met not long ago at one of Rowan Jang's events. Rowan Jang, you know, is a co-founder of My Tribe and much more. An actor, a producer, a director, helping those starting out indie type films to succeed without losing all of their life's savings. Anyway, he had an event not long ago. I met Evelyne Stark, and I said to her it'd be great if we could share some time together and make YouTube, and she said, why not? So today we're going to film that and then put it in the queue, and when we get to it as soon as possible, a little bit of editing and uploading and sharing her legacy when I knew her. Come on, let's go see what we're going to see about the wonderful story of Evelyne Stark. I had such a nice conversation with her at Rowan Jang's event. I'm sure we're going to have an interesting few minutes together talking about some of the highlights of her life as a budding film director. Let's go. Val was the lovely, what are you, maitre d', or what is your job there?
I'm the grocer and daytime manager.
Grocer, daytime manager, and she is a wonderful person. So Collective Goods, Val, and she will take care of you.
Yes, totally.
Have a good evening.
Bye, you too.
Thank you, Val. How are you? Oh, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Sorry it took so long.
I was telling these people that get to watch that we met at one of Rowan Jang's. Was telling these people before you came that we met at Rowan Jang's My Tribe mixer.
Yes.
And Evelyne is a delightful up-and-coming director.
Hopefully.
When did you know you wanted to become a film director?
I think I was in like grade 10, probably. I started out wanting to be a journalist, so I was like writing, and then I found out, oh my god, you can write movies for a living? That's something you can do, and so I was like, okay, I'll be a screenwriter. And then I started, like, in my high school, we had a theater directing class, and I took that, and I was just like, oh my god, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I didn't get a lot of opportunities to explore that.
Right.
Like, I grew up in a pretty small town in southern Ontario.
Oh, so she was born in southern Ontario. So
Exactly.
Evelyne grew up, and at some point when you were growing up, you discovered journalism, and then you discovered that you could write actual productions.
Yes, because I've always been a writer. Like, I was super into like stories, telling stories, and like my mom says that like I used to run back and forth across the living room retelling the story of Peter Rabbit to myself.
Okay.
And then it like evolved into making up my own stories, and then I would film my cats and dogs acting out stories that like on our little like iMac computer. And so I've been doing that since I was like a little kid.
Okay.
So it kind of made a lot of sense retrospectively that I would go into a creative field like filmmaking.
Well, I think you are in your own right from our time that we got to share at the Mixer at the My Tribe. Very talented, high energy, and really we're taking it very seriously. The whole evening's events, all the parts. But you have, as I recall, a mom and dad that have had something to do with the entertainment industry?
Yes. So my mom was an actress here in BC for a little bit.
Her name is?
Gwendolyn Starks.
And where would people know her from?
Well, she did a lot of like Wayne and Schuster stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then she did a lot of theater too, so she was Anna Green Gables in a production.
Anna
Yes.
Green Gables is one of my mom's favorites, and I have a sister.
And she was in Friday the 13th, not the big movie, but the TV movie that was filmed here. And then my dad is a post-production sound engineer, so he works for CBC. He does all of the promos for like Fifth Estate.
Cool.
Right now he's working on Family Feud Canada.
Family Feud Canada?
Yeah.
I want to be on Family Feud Canada. I want to make prizes while fighting with my family.
Yeah.
So, dad's a sound engineer, and mom has... Here. Let's do a little thumbnail here and get that little thing. Here we go. And one of those should work out good. Okay, that's perfect. Thanks, Evelyn.
No worries.
Dad is a engineer, primarily focused on sound.
Yes.
In my perspective, what Evelyn is telling me now about her mom's journey is that God, as a creator and as one who loves creativity, should be a big fan of the arts.
Exactly.
Actors and actresses included.
Yeah, and that's something that she actually teaches. She's trying to get a lot more involved in her church and bring theater and acting and other forms of the arts and creativity into how we teach religion.
Okay.
I was raised by her, that kind of makes sense to me
There's-
too.
there's- There's definitely positive influence by Evelyn's mom and dad in her life.
Definitely.
She has big energy. She's comfortable in her skin, comfortable to talk to. And I think, as I recall, you came to British Columbia to do some study. What was the study idea to do with the arts and with acting? And
Yeah, so I actually went to film school.
Okay.
I went to Vancouver Film School specifically to study film production that
Okay.
I love and I can wrap my brain around.
so you've really been able to experience the various facets of bringing something to screen.
Yes.
You've written and directed and participated as an actor as well.
I haven't acted in anything
Okay.
because it terrifies me.
Okay.
I did theater for 3 years and I was like, I can't do this.
And directing and bringing them the best out of them.
Yeah, because I'm also really nosy and I like to know everything that's going on. So being like behind the camera, you get to like be a part of every single facet. You're there at the beginning when they're figuring out the story, you're there in the middle when they're getting everything ready and shooting, and you're there right at the very end when they're bringing it all together.
In your career.
For the most part, yeah. Since graduating, I've actually been working as an editor.
Okay.
And I've just started working as an editor for animation.
Wow,
And
congratulations.
thank you. Yeah, it's been a goal of mine for a while, actually, to work in
Is
animation.
now an editor.
Yes.
On top of all of the other accolades. And when we met that night, Rowan Jang is a wonderful guy. We've done a couple of videos with Rowan. And at that event, there was another
Joel
guy.
McCarthy.
Sorry, Joel. Forgot your last name. And you're participating in its making of a movie, 12 minutes and 48
I
hours.
don't think I could do 12 minutes in 48 hours. That would about kill me.
So it's 12 minute long.
No, 4 minutes.
Sorry, it's 4 minutes long. It's you have to be able to do it in 48 hours.
Yeah, so you write, shoot, edit, deliver, all in 48 hours.
Project ahead of time, or is it
well,
top secret?
No, it's not top secret. We have 5 actors, 5
Right.
amazingly talented actors, most of which I've worked with before, a couple I haven't, but I'm really excited to work with. We are really lucky in our director of photography. He's brought on an amazing crew, so we have a steady cam And amazing. It always is. It always is. Every year, the event just like, it turns out a really good time. That some people have started some shooting stuff on the slide.
Hey, come on, knock it off.
Yeah, a couple people have pre-written scripts.
Knock it off.
Yeah, like, because we get 3 elements we have to put in the movie.
Okay.
So it's like a theme of what the entire movie has to be about.
Okay.
And then we get a line of dialogue, and then we get a prop.
Okay.
And we have to have the prop on screen for, I think, 1 to 2 seconds, visible, like fully visible, used as a prop on screen. And I think they're really aiming to mess the people who pre-wrote stuff up.
Oh, this is a way of putting a monkey wrench for them to think next year do it right.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got an amazingly talented writer who like works on the fly like amazingly. She's really good. She brought us to semifinals last year. So
It's a delight to talk to people that are good people doing what they love, like Evelyne does.
Yeah, definitely.
And Evelyne, thank you for spending time. Joel McCarthy's Run and Gun competition.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say to these people that are watching? Any friends, family?
Well, just don't be afraid to like take a jump and like take a leap of faith in doing what you love, because sometimes it really pays off, and you never know where you're going to end up.
It's a delight to talk to people that are good people doing what they love, like Evelyne does.
Yeah, definitely.
And Evelyne, thank you for spending time. Especially if you're interested in any part of the bringing of a production to life, to camera, will cause you to realize probably no one's going to hand it to you. And probably it's going to take some sacrifices.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be willing to do some things in order to put yourself in the running for the big prize. You can do it, right?
Yes, definitely.
Evelyne's living proof.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.